So you only come in there 2 days, and the other couple of days you got to go find something else to do to try to survive. Because there is an economic downturn in the entire world. People are not spending money the way they used to. Maybe it's the uncertainty of dealing with our U.S. president and the different taxes that he's implemented. Maybe it's dealing with the big, beautiful bill, whatever the case may be. There's an economic downturn, and it is affecting the entire world. And the Bahamas is feeling the brunt of it because our country depends on tourism to survive. And tourism is not producing if guests are not making reservations, if guests are not coming to the hotels. And so you're playing niggernomics with people's lives. You get on, when they get worried about their jobs, and you say, you know what? Nobody's being laid off. That's not true. But you're also not saying staff are on reduced days, on reduced hours. And Shireen points out a very important point. She said the guests are going to Airbnbs, not owned by Bahamians. And that's the truth. Now see, and that's, I spoke about that a couple of weeks ago because Inland Revenue didn't start fighting, trying to get Airbnb money until Bahamians started to get involved in it. It's like our governments are structured to tax us, but they don't tax the rich. We had hundreds of people running Airbnbs. Foreigners and rich people, not poor people who ain't got no house like me. They were running Airbnbs and there was no problem. It was no problem. The system was regulated to accommodate them. The system was regulated for them to benefit. All the government wanted was to get their money, but they didn't start to ask for their money until Bahamians started to get in Airbnbs all over the place. Now watch this. The rich man broke the law or do what they feel like doing. They get sorted out with laws or policies to accommodate them. The Bahamian small man started doing Uber. Now, I understand the government's reason for fighting Uber because guess what? It's the taxi drivers who have to put some of these governments in. But if taxi drivers are not available in certain areas and Uber is available, why not structure a system that accommodates them all? Because guess what? Uber is a poor people business. But we didn't choke the rich. We didn't send out no letter and say, you know what, you are rich and you should not be running this Airbnb because we have hotels. This is hotel workers who also put the governments in. But when the Uber person started trying to do business, black people, poor people, then we get letters from road traffic and the minister saying, oh, we don't authorize this, we don't do this. The world is moving towards Airbnb and Uber. But because it is accommodating the small man, we don't care. During the F&M administration, there was a young man who was selling coconuts on the side of the road. They ignored that the people in Lyford Key were opening their restaurants and running their business. They ignored that persons who were in those rich areas were having funerals and burying their dogs.